Hello everyone, this is Mr. Rain, and today I am going to talk about how to improve your team play in Rocket League. At first I was planning to make an in-depth guide for Rocket League, but I feel that although it will be useful, there will be too many missing details, and it can be information overload for beginners. I feel the best way to learn Rocket League is by practice, but also by learning part by part, concentrating directly on a specific weakness or two and not all at once. Before we go into these tips, don't take everything word for word. This game is very situational. Sometimes the best move is the wrong move, but that comes down to trial and error as well as understanding what's going on. Try to incorporate these tips into your play style. Experiment and see what works for you and how you play. So, with all that done, let's get into this guide. Number 1. Listen to your teammates' vehicles and boost. Sound is very important in many games, and Rocket League is no exception. Learn quick what your teammates' vehicles sound like so you'll know whenever one of them is nearby. This will be mentioned again later in the guide, but for now, do your best to listen for your teammates. Knowing where they are simply by sound can allow you to keep your visual focus on the ball and know where to send it or pass it when the time comes. Another instance that allows you to gain the upper advantage is when you hear the opponent's vehicles approaching from behind or from off camera. With a quick juke or turn, you can throw them off just because you heard them coming. Once you learn and get used to listening for other vehicles, you'll see and hear opponents at crucial moments and be able to evade and outplay them. Now, number 2. Don't be overly aggressive. This is a double-edged sword. You need to play aggressively, but at the same time, if you overdo it, you can risk getting in your teammate's way, as well as missing slower, easier shots just because you rushed yourself. Many players struggle with this, thinking they can get the shot they want and not the shot they can actually make. Don't outplay yourself just because you feel pressured or that you need to hit a difficult aerial. In some cases, you do need to hit aerials and difficult shots, but at the same time, try to limit the risk. A bad hit is better than an all-out whiff. However, with this game being very situational, there may be times where you shouldn't hit the ball at all. Like say the ball is directly behind you and your teammate is making a move towards the ball. At this point, it's typically best to rotate outward, instead of backflipping towards the ball. If there's a pinch or a clear from the opponent, now both you and your teammate are out of position. If you rotated out earlier, you would be able to react to a rebound or be able to cover defense instead of leaving the rest of the field wide open for your opponent. And finally, number 3. Play as a team and not solo. This may sound redundant, but I cannot stress how crucial it is to play with your team and not against them. First, start off with not crowding your teammates. Remember physics. If the ball is in the corner, it's going to pop outward. Play in a way where you can get the rebound or a pass. Don't play too close where the ball will fly over you, and don't play too far off where you can't make a play. You must position yourself in such a way where you can support your teammate and obtain rebounds and passes. Pay attention to where your teammates are. Toggle the ball cam on and off to gain a better understanding of the situation. Listen for your teammate's boost and try to figure out if they're going for the shot. Do your best not to double commit unless you are up front and you feel confident that you can make the shot. If your teammate is up front and in control of the ball, then play at a distance so you can recover any flubs he makes, or be able to catch a rebound or pass for a goal. Along with this, pass the ball. Trying to wedge the ball into the goal yourself may be the right play, but if there's an opponent in goal or pressuring you, it is often best to pass the ball to your teammate. Whether it is a direct pass back or hitting the ball off the backboard giving your teammate the chance to score. The name of the game is possession. The opposing team cannot score if your team has constant possession of the ball. Passing the ball and hitting it back to your teammates is going to be the key to winning more games and ranking up. One heed of warning, however, don't make your passes too obvious. If you pass too slow or too wide, it can be easily intercepted by the opponent. Try to position these passes in such a way where your teammate is the first to get to the ball. Join in on this Discord where you can continue asking questions and learn more about the game, as well as meet a community of coaches willing to help out. That wraps it up for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.